Everyone wants success, but very few people ever stop to ask what it actually stands on. I've watched people chase money, applause, titles, and influence as if success were some wild animal waiting to be caught, convinced that once they grab it, everything else in life will finally fall into place. They believe the trophy will bring peace, the paycheck will bring confidence, and the recognition will somehow fix what's broken inside. But life teaches a different lesson early. If you're paying attention, before success can last, before it can mean anything real, the foundation has to be laid, and that foundation is character. People ask me all the time how to get ahead, how to win, how to rise faster. My answer is usually not what they expect. I tell them not to be so focused on what they're reaching for that they forget to look beneath their own feet. Because what's holding you up will always matter more than what you're chasing. You can climb quickly, impress people, and build something that looks powerful from the outside, but if the ground underneath you is weak, it won't hold. Imagine trying to build a beautiful house on sand. No matter how skilled the architect or how expensive the materials, the first real storm will test it, and when it does, everything collapses. That's exactly what happens when success arrives before character is ready. Temporary wins feel exciting, but they collapse on weak foundations. I remember when I was younger, I believed success would fix everything. I thought if I could just get a little ahead, make some money, and gain some influence, then life would settle down and take care of itself. Experience teaches what ambition often hides. Success doesn't make character, it reveals it. Success pulls back the curtain, shines a spotlight, and says, here's who you really are. Not who you pretend to be, not who you want others to think you are, the real you. And if the real you isn't strong, if there are cracks in the foundation, everything you've built starts to shake. I've seen people win big only to lose even bigger. Not because they lacked talent or opportunity, but because they rushed to build the top floors before pouring the concrete below. Success came, but it exposed what was missing underneath. Sometimes it was discipline, sometimes honesty, sometimes humility, sometimes patience. Whatever it was, success revealed it. That's why the real question isn't what you want. The real question is what you stand on. The world celebrates what you achieve, but life tests what you are. If you want success that lasts and feels earned, the real work has to happen where nobody sees it. That work starts with who you're becoming, not just what you're getting. That's why I believe deeply in the quiet work, the early mornings when it's just you and your thoughts, the late nights when you look back on the day and ask where you came up short and where you stepped up. Those moments don't make headlines, but they matter. That's where you mix the concrete for your foundation. The small choices, the daily habits, the effort you give when applause is nowhere to be found. That's where character is built. Skip that stage and you're asking for trouble. When success finally shows up, and it usually does sooner or later, temporary wins can feel good for a moment. Maybe you fooled someone. Maybe you cut a corner. Maybe you took a shortcut. It won't last. Life has a way of circling back, checking your work, and rattling the walls to see what's real and what's not. If you haven't built strong, you'll wish you had. Before you chase the next big thing, ask yourself what you're building underneath. Ask what will hold you up when the storms come, because they will come. Build character first, and success, when it arrives, will have something solid to stand on. If you're wondering where that kind of character is forged, don't look to the spotlight. It isn't born when the crowd is watching or when the trophy is handed out. It's built quietly in unnoticed moments, in small choices, in silent promises you keep to yourself, in effort given when no one else will ever see it. Everyday life gives you dozens of small decisions. Will you show up when you said you would? Will you finish what you started even if nobody notices? Will you say yes when you mean yes and no when you mean no? That's the discipline of doing right. Not the big right, but the small and ordinary right. Real growth begins when you make decisions, not because someone is watching, but because you are. Over time, something powerful happens. You begin to respect the person you see in the mirror. That's where real confidence comes from. Not bravado, not pretending, not image management. It comes from knowing you did what was right, even when it cost you. I remember moments when it would have been easier to cut corners. Nobody would have found out. It might have gotten me ahead for a moment, but every shortcut takes something from you. Every broken promise, especially the ones you break to yourself, chips away at your foundation. The other side is just as true. Every promise kept, Every honest effort and every moment of restraint adds strength to the foundation you're building. That strength shows up later when it matters most. Character is built in small tests, returning extra change, owning a mistake, showing up for someone when you're tired. These moments don't come with applause. There are no parades for small victories. But that's exactly where character is built. It isn't a one-time thing. It's daily. It's hourly. Often, it's the tiniest decisions that matter most because small disciplines stack up. People who achieve real and lasting success didn't stumble into it. They trained in the shadows, so when the lights came on, their character could handle the weight. Character works like a bank account. Every honest effort is a deposit. Every shortcut is a withdrawal. Sooner or later, the balance shows. Pressure doesn't destroy character, it exposes it. When life squeezes you, you don't rise to the occasion. You fall back on your habits. That's why preparation matters. Reputation may impress people, but character is who you are when no one is watching. Opportunity comes to everyone, sometimes gently, sometimes all at once. Success doesn't ruin peopli. The lack of character does. Success only multiplies what's already there. So don't just wish for success, prepare for it. Build a foundation first. Do the quiet work. Strengthen the root before worrying about the fruit. When opportunity finally arrives, and it will, you want it to find you ready, grounded, and strong. When character comes first, success doesn't change you. It elevates you.